got cut from the football team, whatever. Something wounded us in life. All right? We have a problem. Every problem has one of two responses, positive or negative. All right? A positive response causes thinking, planning, and action. I'm sorry, reasoning and then action. All right? So we have a problem. A positive response is we think through the problem. We reason, we plan, and then we take action. No matter, actually, we do these things despite how we feel. All right? No matter how we feel, we think, plan, and reason, we take action. Now, when we have a negative response, we have resentment, we have self-pity, we have feelings, emotions, fear, pride, and then what we have is a reaction. All right? All this is activity. All right? A positive response causes activity. Thinking, planning, reasoning, and taking action to solve the problem, to do something about it. All right? Y'all are in the house all the time. I'm sure you got problems coming up all the time. What's going on at home? I can't get in touch with them. I can't fix the problem. Right? I got this going on in the job. I got this going on at home. Like all these problems going on. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit in it and just stew and do nothing? If so, you're over here in inactivity. And I guarantee you, that's how you feel. If you do, it's okay, but it's what we do with these things that matters. We have to bring these over to this side. And I say this all the time. This is the difference between maturity and immaturity. This is what maturity looks like. It ain't about age. This is immaturity. Now remember, don't let me lose you. I'm going over here. This is where we're going to get in just a minute. But I'm trying to tell you how we get over here. So everybody has problems in life. Some of us never learned how to deal with them. We had negative responses to the problems of life. We sat in inactivity. We didn't do anything. We had resentment, self-pity, feelings, emotions, fear, pride, until finally we react. This creates other problems. This handles the problem. All right? Because here's the deal. If you're sitting there worried nonstop about what's going on at home, and there's nothing that you feel like you can do about it, you got this weighing down on you, this weighing down on you, the job, all these things, and you sit over here and don't do nothing, eventually what's going to happen is this is going to fill up until you can't hold it no more, and you're going to react, and you're going to create another problem. Now, if you have these negative emotions and you pause and pray, you bring it over to this side. Now you're thinking, planning, reasoning, and you come up with the plan of action, which is go talk to Jeff and say, bro, I need to do something. This is weighing down on me. This is weighing down on me. I don't know what to do. I need help. You have to bring other people in to help you plan, think, and reason to take action. And what happens is y'all come up with something that handles the problem. Now, it doesn't mean that the problem don't still exist. It just means that it gets handled. You're going to have problems your whole life. You have to learn how to deal with them in a healthy way. Or else your life's going to suck. It's just gonna. Because you're going to be over here in all this constantly until you can't hold no more, and then you react on people, you create new problems, and you're back up here at the top again. Then you have a response. It's probably going to be negative. You hold on as much as you can. You don't do anything. You sit in it. You fill up your slop bucket until finally it can't hold no more. Then you react again on somebody different. Then you create other problems. Then you're back up here again. And you end up doing this with everybody in your life. Until finally you're alone and don't nobody want to be around you. All right? So then what this does is we find out how actually we search for relief. All right? So we're in this vicious cycle of problem, negative response, inactivity, creating other problems, and so then we search for relief. And we find it by forming unhealthy emotional habits. In other words, they're called character defects. Your character defects are a defense against feeling these negative emotions. So we have a problem with a person, we have a negative response, we don't like the way we feel, so our character defect comes up, and we learn that through the character defect, we defend ourselves against this. Self-pity is not a good place to be. Feelings and emotions running wild is not a good place to be. So guess what I do? I get aggressive to make people stay away from me because I don't want to feel these things. So what's my character defect? Being inconsiderate of other people, being aggressive towards other people, being angry towards other people because I'm protecting myself from these feelings that I'm getting because I don't know how to deal with problems. Pretty soon what will happen is those character defects will no longer be able to defend you. So then guess what we do? We take a drink or a drug and we find out that that drink or drug numbs this. And the obsession is formed. That's where it comes from. All right, so it works its way back up. We're trying to figure out how to deal with these things. We just got to take them over here. But we're not going to feel good over here. We're going to have to let other people get involved. We're going to have to get vulnerable. We're going to have to expose ourselves, talk about our character defects. We're going to have to feel bad things. If we don't do these things, then what's going to happen is we're going to work our way down here. And eventually what will happen is that obsession, it'll jump back on us. Because this is what it looks like over here with the... Alright, so we have a problem. Remember, this is complete sobriety right here. We're not blocked. God's in the center. We have a problem. Someone causes us an issue, and we get a resentment that we don't deal with. So resentment comes... Because we don't take positive action, that resentment forms. Now, we know we're blocked because we're feeling all this stuff. We're creating more problems. Now we're in fear. And look what comes out. Now we hurt other people. And in a matter of days, weeks, months, we're right back there again. Spiritually sick. We're not working a program, and we're using our character defects to treat these right here. If we stay like this for too long, we'll be searching for relief. The character defects will bring that relief momentarily, sometimes for years, depending on how long you've been clean. But eventually, those character defects are going to stop working. I can only get mad at you for so long and push so many people away in order to keep myself from feeling these things before that voice comes back that says, look, man, you know you just need to take a drink. You know you just need to have one. It'll be okay. Because your character defects ain't defending you no more. And so what do? We start obsessing because we're spiritually sick, and eventually we fall to it, and the allergies set back into play. All right, so if you're a hardcore addict, man, this is the thing. You can treat it. You're the only one that can treat it. But it means you're going to have to do a lot of stuff you don't feel like doing. It means you're going to have to expose yourself by getting honest about your character defects with somebody else. You're going to have to learn those character defects because you're going to have to do the opposite of what those are, because those things are what's blocking you from feeling this.